I'm Kristoph, the course director at Sideways 8, and I'm going to talk about developing your niche. Let's firstly clarify what we mean by a niche. It's essentially a particular specialism you have within your field. For example, you may specialise in training pre- and postnatal clients, incorporating bodyweight exercises, training endurance athletes, or including Pilates principles into your workouts. Whatever your niche, it gives you a point of difference over other trainers, allows you to identify a target market and focus your marketing on a smaller group, and also train clients in a way that you love, which results in more engaging, effective and enjoyable sessions. Having a niche helps you to establish your core values, which should permeate all of your marketing materials from your website to print advertising. Your aim should be to establish yourself as the go-to person in your area in that particular field. Your niche should be based on something you're passionate and enthusiastic about, as this will make converting leads to sales a lot easier. People are much more likely to sign up with you if they can feel how passionate you are about helping them to reach their goals. It's likely your niche area will require you to undertake further training in order to become a specialist, and then to also retrain on a regular basis to keep your knowledge up to date. Remember, your goal is to get to the top and then to remain at the top of your particular field. However, it's natural for your niche to evolve as your interests develop and the market you target potentially develops too. Your niche should involve something you enjoy and are passionate about, but the target market you identify should have the financial means to afford personal training, as well as an interest in exercise, and more specifically, the type of training you are offering. For example, if you're primarily into bodybuilding or strength training, it's unlikely that you'll want to rack up the miles each day running alongside half a dozen of your clients as they train for a 10k race. It may sound obvious, but clients need to have an interest in training. If you firstly need to convince every client that they can benefit from training, then you have to ask if that's the best use of your time and energy. For example, you might argue that members of a private golf club could benefit from a golf-specific training program. While they certainly might have the disposable income to afford training, do you want to spend the time convincing each one to spend less time on the driving range and more time exercising, as well as paying you for the privilege? However, if a top golfer credits working out with a trainer for improving her game, then all of a sudden you'll have a much better target market. To summarise, a niche gives you a point of difference. Your niche should be something you feel passionate about, otherwise work will quickly become a chore. Having a niche allows you to identify your target market and then tailor marketing specifically to that group. Your target market needs to have an interest in training, the financial means to afford it, and the market should also be large enough to provide sufficient leads.